everybody. I'm the coach, and this is Madden Ultimate Team. Hope you're ready, because we've got another good one on tap.
And off we go from Denver. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Out onto the field comes the Colts offense for their first series. And at quarterback, a new name this year to the franchise, of course, but certainly not new to the league. A 15-year vet, former league MVP, Matt Ryan. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. This one complete to Alec Pierce. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brandon, that's what you call being manhandled at the point of attack. And I know the offensive line gets a lot of blame for that one. But occasionally, the defense just knows what you're going to do. Maybe they scouted it perfectly. Maybe someone tipped it off. But on that play, it had no chance.
On 2nd and 12, Ryan. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Ryan. Escaping the play. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. On the return is Reed. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. Bringing him out is the pride of North Dakota State. Now in his 7th NFL season, Carson Wentz.
And when you look at him, you see that he's got all the tools you want in a quarterback. The big frame, the quick release, strong arm, has escapability. The issue sometimes, tries to do too much instead of just taking the throws that are available to him, and occasionally turnovers get him into trouble.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. They find some open field here. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Jerome Bettis, 59 yards. And the Broncos are on the ground first here this afternoon.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Now Cade York for the extra point. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos. I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score. But it scored indeed. One play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. They go play action now. Ryan. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Meanwhile, Ryan's throw caught by Pierce. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Now Ryan finds his big tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession, as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. Running left, Taylor. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. They run once more with Taylor. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive, as this is 3rd and 10. Making the catch, and he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Broncos will take over on downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, that's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Throwing now is Wentz. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Andre Reed, 35 yards. And the Broncos have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now 14-0. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. From the 6. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to the psychology of the game at times, isn't there? How much better would they feel running into the locker room, as you noted, with something on the board in a positive fashion? You're exactly right. It's a great opportunity to get that done.
And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Here's Ryan to throw. Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Mo Alley-Cox. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
Flushed out right, and he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. A bit of an opening there on the 1st down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and the time is of the essence. We breeze through halftime, and we are ready for the second half. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Buying time to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Quiddy Pay drops him for a loss of 10. And it's going to be 4th and long. The Broncos send out their punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
On 2nd and 11 now, Ryan. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. This is where the mile-high air really starts to affect an opposing offense. Guys moving a bit slowly here. It's 3rd and long. Now that's into the hands of Mo Alley-Cox, the tight end. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now Bettis. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. 71 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They'll try and pound it with a big back Bettis. And he will have the first down as he's up to his 17-yard line. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now a handoff running through the middle. And some space here. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
And we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower. That front 7 reacting to the football. It's like body blows in boxing. Slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And some room to work. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 31. Now Wentz. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Reed. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Oh, look at this. Wentz going to throw. Flush to his right. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. From 13 yards out. And the Broncos go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, I think we were leading by a healthy margin already. It actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get...
He rifles one that's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Well, just to add that to the list of great moments for this defense today, they really shredded that game plan on the other side all 4 quarters. And, Charles, that pick 6, that's kind of the cherry on top.
Yeah, they did it, and I feel like I'm quoting a bad movie line, but they did it together, didn't they? Fed off of each other, every big play they made, every tackle, every pick, everything they've done. They continually built energy in this one, and how about them culminating with a pick 6?
York on now for the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. Back of the play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This one fielded at the 5. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the 4th quarter, facing the big deficit. Just what silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like 1 possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do that? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run to have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Ryan, his throw incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the 4th quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
That's kind of why the defense there on 3rd down just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
Here we go. It's Ryan on 4th down. Oh, he's got his tight end, Mo Alley-Cox, complete. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down, as that'll be a gain of 15 on 4th. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Ryan will throw again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Now Ryan. He finds Pierce. It's complete. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Ryan. He'll check this down to Hines. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
I believe I could see what they were trying to do there, but unfortunately, the back ran out of room. Too close to the sideline. And for defenders, we're often taught, 11 on the field, those sidelines can become the 12th defender. It worked to the defense's advantage on that play.
To throw again on 2nd down, Ryan. Now he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. This one winding toward a conclusion, and how would you assess how the secondary has played?
Well, we just saw them take another shot downfield that was incomplete, correct?
Correct.
So my assessment is that if anyone's played really well in this game, it's been the secondary. That was the latest example.
Yeah, they've been solid. Really, the whole defense has been solid, still pitching a shutout. 4th down. Here's Ryan. And able to catch it, but it's out of bounds. Now the throw took it beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the 1st down carry. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their